everybody. Can you believe that it was just a week ago that we were crafting together and meeting new friends and saying hi to friends that we haven't seen for a long time? I'm just hopping on because one of the last things that myself and Sandra gave you Sunday evening or afternoon, should I say, was a bonus project for you to work on. And as I didn't get time to show you actually at the event, I thought I'd do a quick video on how to make your bottle box. Anyway, let me put you down onto the desk and we can get crafting. So this is the bottle box. I don't know if you saw it when you were looking at the displays in the other room. Yeah, I love this box and this little gift. The bottles you can get in major supermarkets. I love my Asti, but I did give everybody Prosecco in their bag. Now, as I said in the tutorial, if you are planning to make this box for a non-drinker, then obviously the size of the hole on your tag will make the difference. But I have found that if you have got a crafter in your life and you want to get them the stamping mist, this fits the box perfectly. Okay, like so. Anyway, let's get crafting and I'll show you how to make the box. Now, in your instructions, you would have received a template that's got the cutting guide on there. So, taking your 12 by 12 piece of card, we are going to use the paper trimmer and you will need the leg out on this. Okay, so I'll try and get that in. So first of all, we are cutting the first cut at 2 inches. So we want this 2 by 12. So we're just going to cut that off at 2 inches. Like so. Keep your card as it is, and you want to cut that at 9 inches. Okay, then you can turn your card round and you want to cut 2 at 4 inches. And then with this last piece, you want to turn it and cut at 7. And then turn and cut it at 2, so that's 7 by 2. And that's your cutting done. So let me just refresh. So you've got one piece which is 2 by 12 inches, 2 pieces which are 9 by 4, and then one that is 7 by 2. So first, taking the 2 by 12 piece of card, you need to put this in the paper trimmer with the long edge at the top and you're scoring at 2 inches, moving that cutting blade away, so 2 inches and 4 inches. And then you're just going to fold those on those score lines using a bone folder if you have one, just to make those edges crisp. And then that can be put to one side for the moment. So now we need to make the sides of the boxes. So you need to take one of the 4 by 9 inch cards, and then you place that on the paper trimmer or your scoreboard with the long edge at the top, and you're scoring at 1 inch. Okay, then you are turning that card so the short edge is at the top, and you're scoring at 1 inch and 3 inches. Okay, so you've got your 1 inch there, and then you've got your 1 inch down the long edge, and or down the short edge should I say, and then your 3 inch there as well. Then we need to just fold and burnish those score lines. So just folding those over and making that nice and crisp. Okay, now we want to make a tab. So first of all, I'm going to get my snips, and I'm just going to snip off these corner tabs here. Like so. So you're just cutting along that score line. And then we're just going to snip in a taper on each side just to make it more of a tab. Okay, it doesn't need to be precise. Okay, so taking your ruler and your pencil from this outer edge and the bottom edge that you've cut away, you need to mark at 1.5 inches. So just with a pencil mark, 1.5 inches. Then you need to take your ruler and move it along to the score line. So from this corner here, where you've made the taper, you need to mark at 2 inches. So if I just bring that up to the camera, hopefully you can see. So you've got 1.5 mark there and the 2 inch mark there, and that's from that bottom edge. And then you just need to join the dots together. And then taking your ruler, place it against your 2 inch dot, and then you just need to go up to that right hand side, up to that score line, and then draw another line. And then that is how your pencil mark will look. Then taking a large pair of scissors, you just need to cut away on that pencil mark. You could, if you wanted to, line it up on your paper trimmer, but it's just as easy to cut like so. Then you need to repeat it again on your second piece of card, but when you do your pencil marks, it will be on the right hand side. So again, taking the paper trimmer, on the long side at the top, we're scoring at 1 inch. Moving the card round, so the short edge is at the top, and we're scoring at 1 inch and 3 inches. And then just burnishing that with your bone folder to get those crisp edges, like so. Taking your paper snips, we want to cut away these 2 bottom corners. Okay, and then just taper that middle flap, or tab should we say. Okay, then get in your pencil and ruler. We now want to measure up the right hand side. So again, that outer edge is 1.5 inches. And then 2 inches on that score line. And then just joining those together, and then you're going up to the left hand score line at the top. And then we can cut that away, and this will give you your sides of your box. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you can just rub away any pencil marks that you have on your box. So if you lay the two sides of your boxes down like so, then you need to bring in your middle panel. Okay, so they will go like that. But first of all, we're going to just glue some designer series paper, and that measures 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And you just need to get your Tombow and glue that down. Like so. So when that folds over, so if you have it laying in front of you like so, and then fold it over, then this designer series paper will be at the front of the box. Okay, so next we're going to put some glue down this side, and we're going to buff up at the top and then fold that over, and then you'll need to do that on the other side as well. So folding that flap over, putting some glue, then buffing it up, and laying that down. Okay, now it's time to do the centre of the panel. If I bring the original box through, you're probably not going to see this, but I've actually embossed a piece of card, and the card is longer than the embossing plate. So let me show you how I did that. So I've got my mini cutting machine, and I've placed my piece of card in the embossing folder, and then I've got one of the edges up along this edge here, and as you can see, it just overhangs. So to get around that, I just put that through. Oops, get the right plates. So run that through. So, and then you're just turning this round, again buffing up at the same edge, and this is going to be a little bit difficult for you to see, but I'm just lining up this edge here which hasn't been embossed to the line that's on the embossing folder. Okay, it's a bit difficult to see in this light, but it's about there. But it's not going to matter too much because you're not, you know, it's going to be at the bottom. So, so just put that in. So, okay. And then that's all embossed, and you can just see a faint line there, but when you've got it inside your box, it's not going to matter. Originally when I done this box, the paper was from a 12-inch paper stack, because you do need that 7 inches by 1 7/8. Alternative to that, you can cut your paper down. So I've got one piece that is 4 7/8, and then the other one is 3 inches. Okay, and you've just got a slight join there. If you're very good, you can sit and work out where the pattern goes and get the join perfectly. But I don't think it's going to really matter, to be honest. So you're just gluing that over the join. Just work out which looks the best for that join. Okay, you can't really see it, you know, if you look hard, you can. Next, we need to glue the box together. So you're going to put glue on this bottom flap on the back of it where it's folded over, and bring this flap up and pull in tightly and lining that up. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And then again, put in your glue on the bottom of the flap and tucking that in, and just making that those edges tie up nicely. Okay, and then that is the bottom of your box. And then you have these two flaps here, so you just need to put glue on both of those, bringing that together, pulling it up at the same time, and just gluing those into place like so. And then that is your box made. Okay, so now we can go on to the flap. Okay, to make the tag, you now need to use your 2x7 piece of card, which was from the 12 by 12 inch card that we cut originally, and you want to score this at 2 inches. So I've got the long side at the top and I'm scoring at 2 inches, and then that can be folded over and burnished. Then I have some designer series paper, and that measures 4 7/8 by 1 7/8, and then the small square is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, and this just gets glued to the front of the tag. Again, if you've got time, or you think about the way you've cut your paper, you know, for the pattern, you can actually line that up if you wanted to, so it all mirrors, but I don't think it really matters too much. Okay, so, and that is your tag. So now we need to put the hole in it for your bottle. Again, as I said in the instructions, depending what you're going to use this for, you might need to use smaller circles. Okay, so bringing back my cut and emboss machine, just getting my plate there. So I'm going to lay the tag with the circle in the middle, so we can then get a hole out the middle. So just put that on, try and get that as centre as you can, and then that can be run through the machine. And so you've got the circle there. So to make the circle round there, I'm using the same size circle die and then a slightly larger scallop die. If you haven't got that and you've got a punch and you just want to punch the hole like I've done there, that looks fine as well. You don't need, if you don't, you know, if you don't want to or can't do a ridge round. And I'm just going to put the two dies on together. So the scallop die is slightly bigger than the circle one. But as I say, if you don't have dies or the punches to be able to do this, just the hole on its own, you know, looks fine, no problem. And there we have the frame there. Okay, and then that can just be glued on with your Tombow. And that just fits like that. Okay. So that is how you make the box. I'm not going to show you how you do the decoration because of course that is up to you on how you want to do that. But let's just put the bottle in there and then you can see what it looks like in a different paper. There you go. So you've got your two boxes like that. Anyway, I hope that tutorial has helped. As I say, if you wanted to have the card at the back of that, I'll just show you what that looks like. So I can just slip that in. So if you wanted it contrasting with something different at the back, that's how that looks like. So as I say, the decoration is up to you. I hope that has helped and that, you know, that's helped you with the tutorial. Please do post pictures of your creations, as I'm sure we're all going to do something different, and I really do look forward to seeing how you've interpreted this box. Anyway, bye for now, and I'll be back soon with one of the tutorials just to show you how I've made the star decoration. Anyway, take care for now and I'll craft with you later. Bye.